It's time to enter the castle of Hassel proper. Yeah.
Oh, this is the part where the game gets good, right? Right?
You mean when it gets back to being something resembling decent?
Hey, my expectations are dirt low right now. I'll take what I can get.
Things weren't so bad in the last video.
Oh, CCTV, really? Jesus.
It's Fleming.
I'm genuinely surprised I forgot that.
Crowded out there. Wait, let me guess. I'm going to open this door again and all the demons will be gone, right?
Yeah, it couldn't hurt to try.
Nice touch that they make you do it again.
It really was.
What do you think this is, Disgaea?
I also really liked... I don't know if maybe that was just the game doing it randomly on its own or if it's supposed to be intentional, but that little like zombie thing that does the jump kick.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if I had not gone back, it would have been like... I want to say the intent was to have it like just jump kick you in the face as a sucker punch. Like, ha! Thought it was different, you dumb fuck.
It's not different at all! Oh, no, wait, we've already done that bit.
Right, oh, well... I'd like to think that we don't have any statute of limitations on how much we can quote Dr. Weird and Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Take it in front of the Hague if I need to.
Oh hey, that was Fleming's voice. A tune I'm pretty sure we have not heard at all ever since the fucking prologue.
Wow, it's only been 14 hours.
It's been, God, however many fucking months it's been trying to record this.
It's been 87 years.
Oh dear.
Why was there not like a comedy doink every time you managed to get them to bounce into each other? I feel like there should be a comedy doink.
Yeah, there is a missed opportunity there. Oh, great, and now it's these electric fuckers again.
Yay!
Couldn't we have just had more of, like, the spin-dash-rolly guys? I mean, those are at least fun.
Yeah, but they need to have an excuse for your fancy new gun. And
that's true. The
really
Dentist really is made for these.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether the gun justifies the bad guys or the bad guys justify the gun. Either way, it's kind of moot at this point.
It's true, yeah. We're only a few acts away from, a few chapters away from just getting to the end anyway.
Yeah.
It's not like they're gonna throw any, like, completely new enemies at us anymore.
Well, that won't be long before our nation's long nightmare is concluded.
Which nation?
Guam.
Fair.
I was gonna say Belgium, but that's not quite as funny.
True. So yeah, this is the game.
Yep, yet another lengthy fight sequence that overstays its welcome.
With reminders of, like, what year this was recorded in, thus dating it for all of time.
Finally! Let's go and see what's behind that door.
Do you reckon he's compensating for something? Or has he just
That's
got it
every
modelled
king.
after his gigantic head?
Oh man, that actually would have been more interesting if, like, just the tower itself was more cylindrical.
Right? Like everyone's
And it would at
thinking,
least feed better into the whole dick joke.
I mean, the whole essence of comedy is you do the joke, you subvert the joke. That was their chance for a subversion, but no.
Yeah, a tall rectangle instead of a cylinder really isn't a suitable subversion of this game's unimaginative dick jokes.
Yeah. I mean, I know that we've ragged on Lollipop Chainsaw occasionally, but at least the jokes in that were consistent in terms of quality.
I suppose. I still never played or even looked at it.
I would recommend it for the dialogue at the very least. That and the fact I think the youngest sister, who's like a hyperactive teenager, is voiced by the same actress that played Ashley in Mass Effect.
More Putikaf? What does that mean?
Must be a joke from the designers.
The who?
Trab Pew Kasib.
Fucked up room.
Ivanet Niaj.
They're right, this is a fucked up room.
MC Escher was the worst DJ.
Who are these comedians?
I believe they're guardians of this room. Each has the ability to control a piece of the puzzle.
Is there any way to shut them up?
Shove me down one of their throats and I'll let you know.
I think
Yeah.
that's an Eric Andre bit.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the thing we're doing now for this chapter. Which, you know, I don't mind.
I will take this over yet another overlong fight.
Or another big boner.
Ugh. Speaking of things that have overstayed their welcome.
Oh, God.
Ooh, yeah.
It smelled atrocious in there.
Yeah, and guess what, Johnson? You're gonna keep going inside those things again. And again. And again.
And get wiggled back and forth, and oh no, it's all gone a bit Freudian.
Now you get to understand Garcia's pain every time Christopher chomps on his fucking hand.
Yeah, but it's his hand, not his entire head.
Yeah, but it still can't be doing anything good for it.
Well, maybe, you know, he spits like a lotion or something. It could happen in this fanfic I'm writing.
Okay then.
I'm bored, what do you want? I have to find my own entertainment, damn it.
Yeah, we all do in this fucking hellhole. More red gems, which are becoming increasingly non-essential because we got all the upgrades we need, but I get them anyway.
Yeah, once you fill up damage, reload, it's like damage, capacity, and health, they're kind of pointless.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you gonna do, the light shot?
or even more pointlessly, the melee.
Oh god. You know, there's probably some psychopath out there who should be on a watch list who has done a melee-only speedrun of this.
Oh my god. I would not be surprised.
Like, someone out there, possibly during the pandemic,
You laughing now?
has thought, what's the most pointless thing I can do? I know! And I salute that lunatic, but behind bulletproof glass, because I'm not stupid.
Yeah. All the more reason why this game should have had a New Game Plus.
Yeah.
So that if you ever, like, were crazy enough to think, yeah, I want to play this game again, at least you could do it while keeping your previous upgrades and then just fill out the remaining useless ones to see what's different.
Yeah. I mean, I would have thought that maybe if you upgrade the melee attack like once every dozen or so attacks, you know, it turns into a giant mace and there's another obvious dick joke in it. That would be interesting.
Yeah. It just like turns the torch into like a Morning Star flail.
Yeah.
With like Johnson's head like on a chain.
That only happens like once every 60 times or something.
Yeah. So yes, it turns out you cannot you cannot light shot that goat head unless like it's in the correct position, which is I'm pretty sure supposed to be like when you're in darkness.
See, I was thinking for a minute there it could be that the hitbox is only on the front of its nose or something.
But yeah, that's basically what you're expected to do, because otherwise you're gonna be like stuck, like taking damage in the darkness, trying to figure out how to get to the next spot.
Well, at least
Again, this whole segment like isn't bad or anything. I don't mind it. Like it's a like you know, like it's still taking place within like the same like core gameplay that we're like used to, and even like thus far, you know, like it hasn't thrown us into multiple instances where we have to like stay in darkness to try and figure out how to rotate these different puzzle pieces.
Yeah, I will give the game its due. The puzzles aren't completely inscrutable like other games I could mention.
Yeah, like this is the sort of thing where, like, you know, like if RE4 wasn't like so concerned about like its own internal consistency in reality, this would be like the type of puzzle for a chapter that would make sense in that game.
Yeah. Maybe more the sort of thing you'd see in Resident Evil 5, I would think.
Yeah.
Because you remember it's got like the big lasers and the giant pools that you have to yoink to open up new pathways.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
In the
I
totally
remember
not
the
racist
rooms.
chapter.
Yeah, the room. I remember the rooms where it's like you had to like redirect like the mirrors, like that's like shooting a red hot laser beam. That fucking thing, yeah.
I could definitely see something like that happening in RE5.
Oh yeah. And the funny thing, like, I remember, like, when I got to this part again is because I still remembered all the different bits in Damn Dark Knight when we did Travis Strikes Again that, like, was kind of like us going through the areas of this game in reverse.
Yeah.
And it's, like, kind of surprised me, like, that, you know, this whole shifting puzzle block thing, like, this area more or less was in the Travis Strikes Again segment where we didn't have to do anything like this. Kind of surprised me, though, because it's like, yeah, I don't know, I guess, like, every other area that we, like, went back through in Travis Strikes Again was pretty consistent in, like, in hammering home the whole darkness mechanic, which we've already gotten pretty fucking fed up with going through this Let's Play.
Yeah, and the dick jokes were a bit more charming, I'll give them that much.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Also, at least with my excuse for this one is that because I was basically playing through this game and recording at the same time semi-blindly, like, that's the only reason for why it takes a bit longer than I think it should have to solve these puzzles.
Yeah,
but I at least don't
almost
fault
solved
it for
it.
that, because, again, I was going in with half a fucking plan on this.
Yeah, I think you've almost solved it like 3 times now.
Yeah. It's the sort of thing where I remember when I finished this chapter that it was part of what made me initially think maybe I could do like another like replay of this on the higher difficulties, because at least I'd be able to like I would better remember how to solve these puzzles faster. But then of course we remember all the other bad shit and it's like, yeah, not worth it for this. Especially when this is so close to the end of the fucking game.
Yeah. It's like, on the other hand...
Yeah.
Also, I just noticed that Johnson's going ouch whenever you move him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice touch.
Yeah. Suffering for our amusement.
Just like we are.
Yep.
Ungrateful.
See, Johnson is the avatar for the player in which to project themselves on, even though he's technically his own full fucking character. Because he feels
that's-
exactly what we're feeling going through this schlock.
I'm gonna say that's a far deeper reading of the text than this game warrants.
Text? What text?
Okay, scribbles on the bathroom wall. I
Right above
stand
the glory
corrected.
hole.
Glory holes end where new friends begin. Saw that in the bathroom once.
Yeah. You go into the wrong stall and it's like you either use the glory hole or you risk a suplex.
I mean, maybe
Where's
you're
the person
into
that's
that.
going to suplex you? You don't know.
Maybe there's someone's into that. I'm not here to judge. You know, just give me advance warning so I can vacate the stall before they come crashing through.
And it turns out it's Suda, because he just came out of the stall in which he did that one trailer for No More Heroes 2 where he was explaining the game while sitting on the can. And he also suplexed someone in that, by the way.
Suda, why all the suplexing? It just seemed like the right thing to do, I guess.
Yeah, you can't really
Fair
fault
enough.
it.
Well, I'm not here to judge.
That's right.
Oh, and your health drains while you're doing the puzzle. That's not irritating at all.
Yeah. Yeah, when I said that we weren't really doing anything like this, it was really more in the context that it wasn't throwing us right into it at the start.
Yeah.
But at least it goes away for good. It'd be way, way more irritating if it was one of those things where we had to, like, launch like, the firecrackers every time.
Yeah. And the fact that, you know, Garcia's cursing the darkness as well, it's like, okay, it's nice that you're acknowledging that it's an annoying mechanic, but you're still doing it. That's not you being in on the joke, that's you acknowledging that it sucks and, like, continuing to do it anyway. What the hell, man?
Yeah, it's like... And even if your game still relies on having to use it anyway, you could stand to, like, do a lot more funny subversions of it to, like, break, like, the kind of painfulness of it all. Like that's what Flower, Sun, and Rain does. And, like, it obviously doesn't change the fact that it is meant to be, like, the literally, like a walking simulator from 2001 in the most boring way possible. Yet it always manages to slip in ways. Yeah, but at least it manages to still slip in ways where Sumio is clearly frustrated by it all and actively goes out of his way to, like, fuck over the progression of things. Like, I still remember the one bit where it's like the whole Groundhog Day loop. Like, he basically gets a similar sort of moment, like in Groundhog Day, when he's, like, becomes fully aware of how futile it is that he's, like, doing more and more drastic shit, but instead of, like, outright killing himself, it's more like things that would come off as super petty, like constantly stealing a dude's bike just to get to the destination he needs to go to way faster.
How much can I fuck with this before people start calling for my skull? Turns out, a lot.
Yeah, because as soon as the airplane blows up, then, like, everything just resets.
So I remember playing Drakengard 3, which starts poking jokes at the jumping mechanics. And I was
but that one was definitely... That was kind of similar to this word, like, it's not as well earned.
Yeah. Again, I was like, it's nice that you're acknowledging how bad they are, but that doesn't fix the fact that they're still terrible.
Yeah. Even if Zero's character is supposed to be incredibly bitchy and tired about the whole thing, it doesn't really, like, excuse it unless you're doing something particularly clever.
Shower.
G, that's a golden shower.
Well, that just means it's more expensive, right?
You don't want to know what's in the water in hell.
Oh, man, I hope it's not orange juice. Gives me heartburn.
Damn it, you just made me think of LCL.
Ew, smells like blood and pee-pee.
Turns out hell is just third impact.
I knew it!
That's not water, that's Tang!
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. In this
You
talk,
look over
I will
at the
explain...
beach, the only humans left are the bitch boy and the hot-tempered redhead.
I just know Elon Musk is responsible for this.
Oh, you just fucking know it is.
Like that, he is an anime fan. He is working towards third impact. Mark my words. That's either going to be really funny or really painful in like 10 years' time.
Well, I mean, like we're 5 years past where Ava was supposed to happen, so I'm gonna say we're safe technically.
Maybe.
whatever. Fuck Musk and fuck this game. But hey, you know what's not bad? Kurayami Dance.
Book club.
Yep. On to chapter 12, entering the third act of this manga, as I tend to refer to it. Akari's Note.
And here we finally start getting a few answers, as cryptic as they may be.
Yeah, this chapter, admittedly, like, I think took me like a couple rereads, not because like the information wasn't useful, but like the manner and like way in which it's presented with the events makes it slightly confusing. It does a bit of jumping back and forth. So it starts primarily with a flashback to a girl getting mercilessly bullied in a way that I'm pretty sure would lead to these girls getting charged for murder.
From what I've been led to believe, bullying in Japanese high schools is basically swept under the rug unless someone dies. So, you know, assuming that their plan went through, then yes, someone would get, the authorities would get involved. Otherwise, it would just be like, no, you kind of had it coming.
Yeah, like getting tied up and thrown into the combustible garbage bin, which is, you know, a real thing, and also real fucking dangerous, because that is trash that is meant to be incinerated.
Yeah, I remember in high school I was thrown into a dumpster, and I was still like, oh, I hope I get out of here before something bad happens.
Yeah. Yeah, also, you can definitely tell, like, when something is, like, trying to, like, make you really despise characters that, like, have no real, like, identifying traits when they have smiles with no eyes.
Incredibly smug ones as well.
Yeah, pretty much. So, cut back to the girl getting back home. Asks her mom, hey, can I kill the bullies?
Yes. Rip and tear until it is done.
If only.
That's
Because
why
she
I
doesn't.
should never be a parent.
Yeah, and neither should she. Neither should this woman, because she doesn't really do much to even really cover her, because it kind of goes back to like what you said about like bullying. It's like, unless it's like outright murder, like it just gets swept under the rug and ignored. And she's clearly like ignoring because she's got shit to do, possibly in the red light district, and just leaves her.
Yeah, it looks like she's more going out on a date rather than, you know, being a parent. And
Yeah.
there's, you know, in the corner you've got the bottles ready to go out in the trash. So Gary's home life doesn't look too good.
Yep. Oh yeah, it's Akari. I managed to like hold off on saying it until a few pages in where it'd be more clear, but you can look at it, especially with the eye patch. This is Akari when she was in high school. You can at least tell that she had that eye wound like for way longer.
Yeah, you can actually see it in the bottom panel here. Looks like she's got some kind of mark over her eye, so maybe, you know, the school bullies did something to her or what, but the next page looks like it happened fairly soon after this page, so read into it pretty well.
And then she kills the bullies.
Yay, good end.
Yep, absolutely. They deserve no forgiveness.
With a knife, a ice pick, and a hammer, and a saw.
Yep, all for good measure.
So, you know, say what you will, she's adaptable.
Yeah. Yeah, this story makes it very clear that bullies do not get far in Suda's works. I don't know if this is something that he's projecting from his own past experiences, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm pretty sure all of us have felt something like this at one point.
Yeah. I mean, it also doesn't help that he's very much always been a bit of an outsider, from what I understand. And
yeah, like he grew up in the countryside and kind of like was kind of tough when he moved like to like Tokyo before he like finally was able to like get his career in the games industry.
Yeah, and you know, it would not surprise me if at the very least for his outsider tendencies, that he received a bit of bullying in high school. The old saying, the nail that stands up gets hammered down. That's especially true in high school.
Yeah.
And that's not just in Japanese high school, that's in any high school from personal experience.
Yeah, kids are fucking dicks.
Yeah, they're monsters.
Yeah. So yeah, we cut back to the present. I guess it was a flashback going through Akari's mind as he was killing the butler and as she was killing the butler and the assassin. Made quite a mess.
Managed to cleanly slice his head off with a shotgun. Let's not look into that too closely.
Yeah, or maybe she was just packing the hatchet somewhere else. I don't know.
Possibly. It's just the way it flows there. It's like his head goes flying, and she's holding a shotgun. It's like, continuity? Hello?
Yeah, and speaking of continuity, it's not very clear, but, on this particular page, the middle break, the series of lines, that may not be very clear to you when you read this for the first time, but I definitely, interpreted it as this when I went through it again, that is clearly supposed to represent some missing information going from, man, I sure did make a fucking mess killing these people, to her standing and reading a note as she gets pierced by fucking lasers.
See, I thought it might be the barrel of the gun that's pointing at her. But I can see how you could interpret it as sort of like a burst of static.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. But yeah, all of them, shoot right through Akari's torso, disintegrating it.
She fucking explodes like a firework.
Yeah. Yeah, that is, yeah, cut to the assassin responsible. That is a big-ass fucking gun.
Given how, shall we say, effective a killer Akari is, I would say nothing else would be acceptable.
Yeah.
You want to make sure she's dead.
Mm-hmm. These fuckers in suits will be better known later on. In fact, by the end of this chapter, even. Cut back to Kaido. He gives a call back to his boss at Royal Funeral Services. Basically going, hey, I'm gonna make this quick. Fucking find out who it was that killed my fiancé.
Hey, boss, how you doing? Yeah, I know it's been a while, but do you know any murderers?
Yeah.
Good ones? Well, funny
Which
you
one,
should
in
mention
Japan
that, son.
or in the world? Because I've been hearing things about this otaku dickhead in the middle of California.
Not subtle enough.
Yeah. Sorry, the Smiths were all booked.
Typical.
No, I meant the band. They're actually killers. I know, I was totally surprised.
Well, I mean, Morrissey's effectively murdered his career over the years, so...
Hey!
Hey-oh! He's a dick.
It's funny, too, because Chapter 3 literally had Morrissey's Let Me Kiss You
Yeah.
as an interlude.
It's all coming together.
Of course. So yeah, Kaido gets instructions to head over to the next town over called the Illegal Tsubaki Casino, and just to wait there until he gets information about who Akari's killer is.
You know it's good because illegal's right in the name.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kingdom. It's probably illegal to everywhere else except the kingdom.
What, do you want to go to
It's
a
just
legal
there to
casino?
spin-
Fuck no.
It's just there to spit in the face of Japan and its typical anti-gambling laws. You fucking know it is.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, the boss calls the cat and horse girls.
Hazel and Cha-Cha show up.
Yep,
And the
we
unexpected
saw them.
crossover of the decade.
Yeah, we saw these two at the end of the first volume. They were one of the few parties that was watching Kaido's progress before he got tranked.
Yeah. So I imagine a lot of people, I know myself the first time I was reading this, was like, oh, okay, it's just Suda being Suda then. Oh no, wait, they're actually relevant to the plot. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, of course they are.
That's Suda being Suda, subverting being Suda.
Oh yeah. Then cut back to Kenjin. Gets another new type-esque reaction to something happening.
Or whatever that sound effect is.
Yeah. And then this cuts back to a little detail that I mentioned, like, very briefly, that it may or may not be important later on. But the discussion back in Chapter 2, when Kaido got out of his coma, about the Kurayami Kingdom and how, like, you know, like, one of their old classmates, like, his dad was the founder of the kingdom. And this basically makes it clear that this old acquaintance of theirs is clearly important.
Dun dun dun. Chekhov gun reverb.
Yep. And now to illegal casino Tsubaki. Again, loving to flaunt the fact that it is called illegal because it probably technically is if it were anywhere else in Japan.
And seems to be set in the 1400s by the looks of things.
Yeah, with modern gambling attractions.
If you look to your left, you'll see Cao Cao fighting in a duel against Zabu. He ran after him, the silly boy.
Yep. So
And
Kaido arrives, heads into a little hot spring.
just for good measure, they've also got probably illegal underground boxing as well.
Yeah, this is just that fucking just fucking purgatory from the Yakuza games. It's just that gigantic underground city beneath Kamurocho.
Except it's like on top of a tower.
Yeah. So yeah, with all the attempts to relax, Kaido gets a little message from Luna. I'm guessing she did to get totally healed from that poison that she swallowed. Because I can't imagine this being something that she also had planned prior to her killing herself. But whatever. I like to assume she did get saved because that means Dr. Moonlight did a good job.
But then again, this is also a Suda game, so it's likely that she was told it in a prophecy by a goat on the moon.
Yeah. Either way, we're not seeing her again. So yeah, the message in particular comes with the last will and testament of Akari Tsukiyono. Her eye. Specifically, her fucked up eye that she had behind her eye patch.
Yeah, they kind of don't really... The eye itself looks like it might be organic. They don't really specify if it's a false eye or what, but... Well, could go either way.
I mean, the silver case literally has the silver eyes as a key part of it, like that, and those are things where it's those are not born from a human in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah,
I think they specifically came from a genetically engineered animal.
Yeah, people always point out the recurring theme of the moon and wrestlers and all of Suda's work, but eyes show up even more frequently.
Yeah.
You know, and
especially with the unnatural eye colors of silver.
Yeah, I mean, half the time they're not just window dressing; they're an important part of the plot as well.
Yeah. So yeah, and the thing with this particular eye is that it is a memory device.
Because of course.
Yeah, which the idea, I guess, is you just shove it into your eye socket and it'll let you absorb all the memories of its previous host. Which, I mean, sure, that'd be cool if it wasn't for the fact that you had to do what Kaido is doing, which is pull out his already existing eye. Specifically the one that got discolored after his coma.
Yeah, I wasn't sure when I was reading this if that means that it was a false eye as well, or if it's him basically doing the whole Odin thing and losing an eye for wisdom and knowledge.
Yeah. I think that might be it. Like his discolored eye originally was definitely the original one. It was just the result of the shit that he did going to 300.
Yeah.
But yeah, and this is very much, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like what you said with Odin. Like he's gaining information and knowledge by kind of like trading away a part of his body to absorb this.
Yeah. As I said, I wasn't sure if that was what they were going for, or if it was just as simple as, well, he had a false eye that he just decided to get a different color because he's a really big David Bowie fan or something.
Maybe, but it takes a lot of fucking guts to just rip out your eye like that and like not also have like the fucking like stem or whatever it is just dangling out.
And to do it with, absolutely no expression of pain or anything other than just his usual stoicism is like, okay.
Yeah, and I'm squeamish when it comes to eye stuff or anything coming close to my eye. So I just look at that like, dude, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's anything to do with teeth, eyes, or fingernails just freaks me the fuck out.
And needles.
Yeah, needles are not so bad.
Nah, I can't deal. I can't deal with needles.
Yeah, fair enough. And
So,
look,
yeah.
it's the moon.
Yeah, it's the moon.
Funny that.
The moon will never go away. So Kaido puts the eye in, and he basically gets caught up to speed on all the shit that we saw at the beginning of this chapter with Akari's flashback and the moments like around her killing the butler and assassin, all the way up to her eventual death.
Yeah.
But we get the missing piece of information I referred to on that earlier page with the multiple line breaks right in the center. Moments before she dies, she suddenly sees a table with a note addressed to her.
So at the very
And it's from
least,
Kaido's mom.
At the very least, we can confirm that part of this is real.
Yeah. And
'Cause,
it's
we were talking about that earlier on as to whether or not Kaido's mother is real or another figment of his imagination. So someone
Yeah.
else is seeing it.
yeah,
Sure.
totally.
Oh, but
Yeah, or how like she was able to set this up and like run away really quick without being seen, but it's a note just saying, "Hey, congratulations! I'm so proud that you're going to marry my son and give him something like a normal life."
But P.S. I suck as a mother. Hope you don't expect me to show up.
Yeah. And then that's when she died.
Splat.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting that the eye is basically the only part of her upper torso that survives. What the hell is that thing made of?
I've no fucking idea.
The
I
fact
mean,
that it's dark colored also kind of makes me think it's like the black box in an airplane.
could be, yeah.
Just put that together there.
True. So yeah, Kaido gets all the memories, calls up his boss, and they basically both figured out at the same time who it was that actually killed her. It's Naito, the son
Shit.
of Kai Kuragane.
Shit.
Yep, we finally got it. We got 12 chapters into this fucking thing, and we finally have a legit antagonist.
Shit.
Yep. And if you thought the bit about, at the start of this chapter showing how absolutely cruel bullies can be, you'll find with Naito that he's very much cut from the same cloth. And there's a very good reason for why to hate him as well, on top of the shit he just did with his boys killing Akari.
Yeah. Have you seen Old Boy?
Oh,
You might want to.
yeah, you might.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's like, you know, there's all kinds of stories to be had explaining why revenge is ultimately unfulfilling. But I like to think it's fulfilling in the instance of getting rid of fucking shit kid bullies like this guy.
Yep. This guy. Oh, we have words to say about him, don't we?
Oh, we do. Oh, we fucking do.